What not to do if you want your teen to talk to you? We'll find out coming up on this segment of In Her Shoes. Hi, I'm author, speaker, counselor, and certified parenting instructor Shannon Perry, and welcome to the In Her Shoes podcast, where moms and teens find answers for relating, renewing, and redirecting their relationship to learn how to walk in her shoes. Each segment, I answer one question from a parent or a teen, and today's question comes from a mom in Mississippi. She asks, "Hi, Shannon. My name is Alana, and I have a 16-year-old daughter. I know she wants independence, but I need for her to communicate with me. When she doesn't, I wind up yelling at her and losing my cool. Then that puts us further and further apart, and now our relationship is really hurting. What am I doing wrong? Thanks, Shannon. I really appreciate your help." Thanks for your question, Alana. First, I encourage you to return to the podcast that I posted prior to this one, where I offer some things to do to help open communication with your girl. But since your question leans more toward what you don't want to do, let's address that area. One of the easiest things we do with our teens when we're not happy about something is we go to the podium and we lecture and we lecture and we lecture. That's not helpful. While it's definitely your responsibility as a mom to express concern, there's a difference, and expressing concern looks more like this. "Sarah, I've noticed that you haven't been turning your phone off at night when I ask you to. If you continue to leave your phone on after 10, I'm going to ask you to leave it in the basket in the hallway. I want to trust that you know the right thing to do and that you'll respect the fact that you have the phone, but I have to know I can trust you to keep your agreement." Lecturing looks more like this. "How many times have I told you to turn your phone off after 10? Do you ever listen? Every time I think I can finally trust you, you go against what I have asked of you. What is wrong with you?" That is lecturing. Instead of lecturing, do this, Mom. State your concern. Let her know what the consequences will be if she doesn't do as you ask, and then follow through. Which brings me to my next important point. Number 2, don't issue consequences and not follow through. If you want to be taken seriously, you've got to keep your word. The first time you fold, they'll expect you to do it again. If you folded in the past, it's simple. Don't do it again. Turn over a new leaf and don't drone on and on and on and then feel so guilty that you're griping at them that you don't enforce your consequence. Remind her of your agreement, enforce the consequence, and be done. No arguing, no yelling, no crazy behavior. Calm and steady wins the race for both of you. And number 3, don't make the consequence not match the crime. If you're issuing consequences, make sure they're appropriate for whatever is taking place. I see a lot of parents who are just having a bad day, and if the teen says one word that they construe as disrespectful because they're already having a bad day, they say, "Give me your phone." That's an easy go-to because we all know the priceless commodity that phone is to your girl. Instead, make the punishment fit the crime. If she talks back, have something in place ahead of time so that you apply appropriate consequences instead of giving an emotional response. Does talking back mean she misses out on talking to her friends for X number of nights? Have a conversation about showing respect and what your expectations look like. Don't ask for too much at one time, though. Remember, you don't want to overwhelm her so that she feels like she has a list of rules that's so long she can't even remember them, and frankly, neither can you. Take one thing at a time, and don't forget to compliment her when the behavior changes. Rewarding the behavior that you seek is huge, but don't make it about you. Make it about the behavior. Instead of saying, "I'm so proud of the way you've turned your phone off after 10. Thank you for listening to me," say something more like, "Thank you for turning your phone off after 10. Good job." Making less of a big deal and making it less personal is key. While deep down. They want to know they're pleasing you. They also want to know they have the independence to make good choices. This way, you give them both. Thanks for your question, Alana. Let me know how your new strategy works. If you'd like to be notified when I post more A's to your queue, be sure to hit that subscribe button and please share In Her Shoes with those you know in the throes of the teen years. If you found tips for getting your teen to talk with you, I'd love to read about those in the comments below. Send your question to info@shannonperry.com and you could be featured in an episode of In Her Shoes. If you and your girl are looking to strengthen your relationship or you need a boost of support, be sure to check out the coaching program I offer at inhershoestour.com. And be sure to check out the calendar while you're there to see when I'll be live in your area with the In Her Shoes tour. Pick up a copy of my award-winning book for teen girls Stand or for parents of teens called The Overlooked Generation when you visit the store at shannonperry.com. Coming up on the next segment of In Her Shoes, how to respond to a teen who won't leave their room. I'll see you soon, and until then, be sure to hit subscribe and keep walking in her shoes.